cracking, y'all. Gearing up right now. Go pick Ladybug up from school. Showing y'all some of the nice little armor toys. That tray right there, that's my homeboy Killer Quam shit. I've been housing that for him. We had to go pick it up from another one of our homeboys that drug his shit in the ground. So now I gotta re-doctor that shit up. Y'all already know I had to squeeze this joint up in the garage. T-top. All original everything. Everything on this motherfucker work. Monte Carlo Super Sport. Fellas. Rims all over the garage, y'all. Let's see. Them black 4Gs. It's finna go on the SS. I'm gonna put them on this bitch. I got them put them on her. You feel me? So this that silver one y'all was seeing in the video. This is part of the outcome. I should be completely done with it within like a month or two. Here go my neighborhood. A lot of the internet trolls used to say I live in a ghetto and all this shit. That just shows that they know nothing about the West Coast. Nothing about South Central, LA County, Torrance, Hawthorne, Gardena, none of that. So my little hut is comfortable. Yeah, so this is we're gonna tap back in on the whole NPC bodybuilding. You know, not to talk about how they ripping us off and all of that. More so on for those of you that's getting involved in this sport. And yes, I call it a sport because you competing. Anything where it's competition and you competing is a level of sports. You know, a lot of people say, oh, bodybuilding is a passion. Even Cedric McMillan say the same thing. One thing I'm not going to do is something where it's a pageant. You know what I'm saying? I never seen motherfuckers doing beauty pageants, killing a body in a fucking gym, killing a body when they fucking dieting down, like really severely killing a body off and all this shit. But, you know, people get it all mixed and construed, you know. Like, I always been an athlete, from running track to playing football to going to college to playing football and running track until I had to drop out. Now, that's what I'm talking to you guys about. Those of you that don't have no kids whatsoever and you want to get into bodybuilding, you want to get into fitness, period, do it now. Because if you don't have the right support, it's going to be a hard fucking struggle, and all you're going to do is just quit. You're going to quit because, you know, it's a selfish man sport. And I'm not saying it's selfish that you got to like cut people off, but, you know, you have to really focus on self, you know. And me, outside of my boy Mo, is probably the only motherfuckers that's really trying to chase it hard with a family, with a bunch of kids and shit, you know. I think he has 4 kids too. So, with that being said, the odds is completely against us. But me, I've been competing, actually going on 18 years in February. To be 18 years that I've been actually stepping on stage and competing. But I did like 10 years, 8 to 10 years, all natural. I did the all natural league, you know what I'm saying, the NBA, the UBNBA, and all of that. So I did that for 10 years, and then I wound up taking like 4 years off, and then that's when I jumped into NPC back in like 2012. Now, when I jumped back in 2012, I went from The very first time competing, that's why I dropped out of college after that, because I had my first daughter. And my mom got sick. And she been sick. She got multiple sclerosis. So I had to make a choice to continue to go to school or to fall back and take care of my mama and my daughter. So I chose to take care of my mom and my daughter. And in the process of that, I was trying to figure out how the hell do I get out of these streets before I get myself killed. And that's where the strip club came in. But I didn't know the strip club was justice versus the streets, because it was everybody like me in that motherfucker trying to find a way out. So it was different hoods that was fucking male exotic dancers. But, you know, believe it or not, California, LA stripping is nothing like Baltimore or nowhere else, you know. You know, we do it totally different. We don't pull our dick out. You know, we dance in the G-string. If we want to, you can dance in just your khakis or your outfit if you want to. Because you only get paid off of the gift of gab. You don't get paid off of how good you look or how good you dance or how good your music lineup list is. So, I did that. And that really helped me to grow up faster than I wanted to be a good father, because I always took care of my kid. And then 2012 come along, all of a sudden I got 3 more kids. So now I'm 4 kids deep. And I wind up getting a vasectomy too, because I was like, I can't continue just having freaking kids, you know. So I knew already that bodybuilding was gonna be rough for me, but I had this illusion in my head like, oh, I could do NPC, I don't have to take much, all I'm gonna take is some testosterone and some DECA. I didn't know nothing about that shit. Got gyno out of this world, had major gyno. And gyno mean, you know, a bunch of overdeveloped breast tissue on the pec. Some people's float on the pec, some is embedded in. And it makes your nips look like a fucking cow nipple. So, I did that. My first competition, if you guys go back to 2012, y'all will see me with mad gyno. The shit was crazy. But, you know, me and the wife, we got it taken care of. I took my Chevelle. I had just finished building my 69 Chevelle. And I sold it just so I could be able to go get the surgery done and all of that shit, you know. And then with bodybuilding, I sold my Chevelle, I sold my 70 Nova, I sold my 66 Mustang, I sold my 71 Buick Skylark, I sold my fucking 68 El Camino Chevelle, I sold my fucking my Yukon. Like, I sold pretty much everything. I exhausted all my finances because I had to try to keep everything running smoothly. Now, had I not had kids, it's a strong possibility that I wouldn't have to sell none of that, because I would have just been worrying about self. I'd have been worrying about self and which chick I feel like I want to deal with or not. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. You talking to an ex-stripper, so you know I had tons of women. That's not a mystery. Tons of women that did exactly what I want, when I want, and how I wanted to. And, you know, bodybuilding would have been a whole lot smoother, but it didn't pan out that way. That's why it's taken me a whole lot longer. And then I just finally decided within these last 2 competitions I did this year that I'm going to take it 100% serious. And that's why my physique been changing so fast and rapidly, because I'm paying attention a whole lot more, you know, because it was hard for me to pay attention with clouded mind of people telling me, do this, do that, do this, do that. And to be still being a father, still being, look, I'm at my kid's school right now. I'm at my kid's school. That's my daily routines. I drop my kids off every morning. I pick them up every single day. The only time I don't pick them up, if I fly out of town, I have to drop them off that Friday morning. If I fly out that Friday, I'm not back to pick them up. So I always schedule when I go out of town around my babies. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. So I just felt like to share that part with you guys outside of getting ripped off from this motherfucking league. You know, because I really feel like if all of the athletes was to decide to boycott 2 months of competing, they would treat us a whole lot better. They would treat us fairly. We don't even have weights in the pump-up room with these local competitions. I got to do national shows. I did the Lou Ferrigno. They had every fucking thing that we needed. They treated us so fair. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that Lou only has one show a year. If Lou had more shows a year, I would devote my energy and time to the Lou Ferrigno legacy. I wouldn't devote my time to the John Lindsay because John don't treat us right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, are you doing this for fun, or are you doing this because you really know you can make it? Me, it's not fun no more. I'm doing this because I know I can make this shit happen. You know, I got my big bro Dexter constantly getting in my head like I need to quit fucking playing and just fucking take this shit serious and hurry up and turn pro. Dexter tell me this shit all the time. Fucking Chris Lewis tell me this shit all the time. Fucking Cormier tell me this shit. Jay Cutler was on my bumper when I was at the Olympia telling me, like, why the hell am I wasting my time to just fucking do it? My old coach, Eric Brozer, he has a whole lot of fucking faith in me turning pro, you know. Dave Palumbo, Dave Burlett, like, shit, it's a lot of peoples that's really like, dude, don't let your fucking talent and great genetics go to waste. So it started sticking with me, and that's why these last few competitions, I made sure that I went balls to the ground, and I did what I had to do. That's why I'm about to do this other one next week. It's the last competition of the year. One of the big shows on the Excalibur in Culver City. So I'm going to be there too. What weight class I'm going to come in, I don't know if I'm going to be at the bottom of super heavy or if I'm going to be at the top of heavies like I always be. But whatever it is, I'm going to be in there fuller, harder, drier, way better condition. My glutes finally came in. You know, my hamstrings have finally dropped. So I'm going to do exactly what I have to do. And wherever I place, they gonna know this dude came to fucking battle. I'm going to battle the judges. I'm not battling nobody else on that fucking stage. I'm not battling myself. I'm going to battle the judges. All I do is focus on bringing a better me each time. So, everybody out there that's thinking about getting in this business, understand two things. If you have kids, it's going to be hard. You got to have a really great support system. You know what I'm saying? And the number two thing, did I say two or one? Whatever. Number one, I meant, you got to make sure that you don't have no kids. If you do, have a great support system. Number two is know you're going to be getting ripped off. Know you're going to be getting politic, and know that you're going to get judged unfairly. Not because of you, it's because it's other people's already been invested in somebody else. So don't ever take your placing personal. Y'all ain't ever seen Mack Truck get on this video after competition from where I placed. Like, these motherfuckers always say how the show was and it was a good turnout and all of that. That's what I talk about. Because it's not about how they placing you. Because how you get placed don't have nothing to do with you. But me, I've been making a little noise in NPC for the past, 4 or 5 years. So within 4 or 5 years, the last 3 years, I actually been being seen. And this year alone, they know because they announcing me at Mack Truck. Mack Truck, Wesley Boxley. Like, it's crazy. So that's when you know they see you. So, and if you're going to do a show, make sure that you're not doing it for fun. Make sure that you're putting your all into it. Because what's fun about just taking hundreds of dollars to just flush it down the toilet to see how fast it's going to go down. That's an analogy. So, anyway, it's your boy Mac Truck. Team 18, Jim Gang, a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rocking with us or y'all not. Y'all moving with us or y'all getting moved over. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? If my nigga Brolic was here right now, that nigga would say, when Mac pull up, everybody run. 18-wheeler, everybody run. Dump, nigga, dump. Everybody run. Nah. All right, y'all. Holler at y'all later. Blah. Geek, geek, geek.